YouTube, how's it going? Another video coming at you from the Washington Football Report. This is JD. Let's dive into this. So, if you saw my last video, we're doing a lot of mock drafts. Okay, different engines, and the reason why I'm doing different engines, and we're gonna do super fast with this, is because each of these, each of the engines have players weighted a little different. So, it kind of gives me a little bit of an idea of what everyone's valuing going forward. And patterns start to emerge. This one will be very simple because I don't have the ability to trade down. I'm not paying for the service. I think is what it asks. Yeah, you have to have exclusive. I'm not doing that. So we'll see what's available. We'll go from there. So what was drafted ahead of us? Micah Parsons. That makes sense. So Washington, as usual, has the ability. Take a couple options here. Well, we could take an offensive tackle if we really need one. I don't think we do. But it is an option available if Ron would like to go that route. But I actually think we're going to take, I can't pronounce the guy's name, but linebacker from Notre Dame, Jeremy Awusa-Kanua or whatever. But as you look, we have a lot of options. We have two offensive tackles we could get here. We could get a running back. We really were desperate. And if you look, if you scroll down a little bit, you have Cosme, and you also have Zaven Collins falling into the second round. So this is where I say it's possible Washington could trade back, because I believe this one's a little more closer to how the draft will actually go and how players actually weight these players and actually gauge them. The other site's just super quick and super fast, and it involves a lot more features. But I think the player analysis on this one's a little bit better. So I think is a little more accurate to what's actually going to happen. So there we go. We drafted a linebacker. Okay. Look at my picks, a linebacker. So what does Washington need? Like I said, I think Washington will get a tight end. I think they'll get an offensive tackle and then another linebacker in the first couple rounds. So we'll see. Yeah, there goes Samuel Cosme. There goes Zaven Collins. Yeah, so it's waiting for our picks. Actually moving pretty smoothly, pretty quickly. Right now, Washington really just needs a handful of positions to be, I think, just add depth to what they already have going on. They need an offensive tackle. They need a the tight end I wanted just got taken. I don't think Miami is going to take Brevin Jordan. I think they already have a tight end on the roster. I think that's BS if they took it. But because that's the tight end I was looking for, I think I'm going to have to go a different route with this. It may be considered a reach a little bit, but I'm going to take offensive tackle Alex Leatherwood. I think he could be groomed to be a good left tackle for Washington. I don't see Amari Rodgers. None of those are intriguing to me. Maybe a linebacker. Ron might go linebacker first two picks, but like I said, I'm not trading back in this. So I think Alex Leatherwood is the best pick right now for what Washington needs. Offensive tackle is actually on the team needs. I don't agree with all that, but I think offensive tackle is definitely a need that Washington needs to address in this draft. So we'll take an offensive tackle. So what does that leave us with now? Washington really needs, we really need to get a free safety, another linebacker, maybe a tight end. It's possible we could just ignore the tight end position altogether because they're confident in what Thaddeus Moss is going to bring to the table here. So we shall see. We shall see indeed. So I'll come up on our pick, and it's our pick. So what is available to us now is a player that I want available. I mean, it might be. We'll see. See, a bunch of these guys have fallen here. Safety. Let's see what's available safety-wise. So, you can never 100% trust these things because some of them have this player listed very high, and other ones have them listed very low. So I guess the guy I want's already been drafted. I guess so. Oh, okay, there we go. I don't think Amari Rodgers is going over. That's not accurate. So the guy I want is from Central Florida. He's a safety. And UCF? No. Was he taken higher than I anticipated? Is he still there? Did I miss him? I might have missed him. Kamar Johnson, that's not horrible, but cornerback, safety. Did I miss this guy somehow? Or they have him listed something else. It's possible. They could have him listed something else. University Central. They did not have this guy. I'm a little irritated with this. Because I don't see him over here unless I like... Oh, UCF. Okay, Richie Grant. Dang it. Okay. So Washington has options here. They can go tight end. They can go interior defensive line, which I think is a possibility because they're probably not going to be able to retain Tim Settle and John Allen. They're going to keep one or the other probably next year. So they could go interior defensive line and have some depth. Or they could reach a little bit, or it's actually not a reach, it's actually right on, and go for safety, which they do need a safety. But, dang, I think passing on the interior defensive line player right where it lands is pretty good. When's my next pick? 82. What's at 82? You know what? I'm going to have to roll the dice on this and see, and hopefully he's still available. Because I'm going to have to grab that defensive lineman. Yeah, he's not going to be available. They're going to grab him. Someone's going to... Yeah, they already grabbed him. Shoot. I'm going to have to reach for a safety right here. And it's not a horrible reach because he is from... he did play at Florida. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, I'm going with another outside linebacker. Screw it. I'm not going with another safety. I'm going to go with another linebacker. Let's go that route. So right now we're looking at what does Washington need. They have two linebackers at defensive line, offensive tackle. We need to get a free safety or tight end. Maybe not even receiver weapon, but we'll see. I have a while for my next pick. So, yeah, a lot of the guys that I think Washington wants or is going to want are like, they're being taken right before I take them. They're being taken right before I want to take them. So, I wanted the tight end right before I took Alex Leatherwood, but he's the best offensive tackle on the board. He's the best available. I wanted Grant before I was forced to take Tommy Taguiya. A lot of these things don't actually draft. I just being honest, and it's not me being bitter about my picks. A lot of these draft mods don't draft accurately what teams need. They'll draft the best available player all the time. Teams don't take best available. Okay? If you are like the 10th pick in the draft and you have Tom Brady, you're not going to take another quarterback. It's just a lot of the things they do just don't make any sense. But regardless of that, I do need to get certain positions filled. I need to get, there's not a tackle here or a tight end here. So I'm going to take a safety. I'm reaching a little bit for it, but I am going to take a safety here. And I got to wait a little bit. So, yeah, these websites are not, like, always, like, to the letter. And I know they're not supposed to be. They don't claim to be. They're just, like, for fun. But... yeah, there's no way. There's just some teams that aren't going to take the players they take. It's basically the best way I can say what I'm saying. So what are we in the 5th round? 4th round still? Ah, man, there's so many good players falling off the board here. So now looking at it, what do I need? Maybe a corner. That's what it says I need. That's corner. It says I need corner. I also think I could probably use a tight end, but like I said, I'm going to assume right now that Thaddeus Moss is the answer tight end, so they don't need any more tight ends. Let's go that route. That'd be pretty good. And, yeah, we're coming up on my pick. We'll see what's available. There's also wide receiver options. If we want to go that route, I don't think we will. There's also running back options, which I don't want to go that route either. What pick am I? 163. So, gotta go with cornerback, I think. I think I'm going to go cornerback here. We don't need a running back. We have running backs. We can get a running back. It's just not going to be someone we use right away. Yeah, I'm going to go with cornerback, Bryce Thompson. So recapping my pick, basically this is all defense. Oddly enough, we spent most of our money in free agency on the offense, and we're going to spend most of the draft on the defense, except for maybe offensive line and a tight end. So far we're we're not doing bad. I think we're doing it's pretty good. Definitely got some depth pieces in linebacker. Got some good pieces at linebacker that can start. We got some interior offensive line. We got some offensive tackles that are pretty good. You got interior defensive line with Tommy Tagawa. Josh Myers is a guard. It's not going to help to have depth at guard. Then you have safety. I've not seen enough of him to know, but I know he was the highest rated one that was available, so I took him. And then Bryce Thompson, we got him at cornerback. So I've seen him play. He's pretty solid. Anyone that plays in the SEC is going to come in with an automatic, decent grade, decent ability, because you played in the second best football league in the world is the SEC. So anyone that plays in the SEC, it's going to resonate with me pretty well. We're in the 6th round now. Okay, man, we're taking forever to get through this. I could have sworn I hit fast. So there's some good players that are still available if we want to get some weapons, like Smith, probably going to get drafted as soon as I say this. But he is a decent sized receiver that anyone who's looking for some late, he got drafted. What I tell you, anyone looking for some late round talent, he's definitely going to be helpful. Okay, so I have 2 picks pretty close to each other, so I can get a wide receiver, and a running back or a tight end. Wide receiver, probably going to get a wide receiver. Let me look at wide receiver here. Is that kid from Notre Dame available? Yes, he is. I will draft him. And let's see what running backs are available. Sure, why not? Let's draft Rakeem Boyd. Let's keep it consistent across the board. We drafted him in just about every draft. Okay. So, looking at the team, and they're going to end this here in a second. Badoom. Okay. So, my picks. My picks are Jermaine Ashua Koromoa, linebacker from Notre Dame, be starting middle linebacker from day one. Alex Leatherwood would either start right or left tackle from day one, or he might just be a backup the first year to kind of get the ropes of the NFL a little bit. Tommy Tagovailoa would be our backup defensive lineman. Josh Myers would be a backup guard or center. Safety, I don't know if this guy would end up starting day one, but cornerback, it just adds some depth. Those are really depth pieces, and I actually think Ben Skowronek would add some decent depth to receiving core. He might actually put some people off the team. And then last but not least, Rakeem Boyd would actually add a pretty decent depth to our running back core. So this is it. This is the mock draft I'm going to do from this website. I'm probably going to go on and do another one, but not with this website. So thank you all for watching, and hail to the Redskins. See ya.